Ciao everyone, it's Marchettino and welcome to the last video of the year. Hopefully 2020 is coming to the end. Let's hope for a better 2021. Let's wait and see. Overall, I'm quite happy about this year in terms of content creation because even though with the pandemic I had to cancel all my international road trips, car shows, I've created this brand new channel to provide native English content. I managed to create a lot of content, drive many cars. Here's why I've decided to make Marchettino's Car of the Year. This is the second edition actually. Also this year we're gonna mention the 5 best cars that I've managed to drive. So we're not gonna talk about the cars unveiled in 2020. This list is more about the best cars I've driven, so we're gonna mention the driving pleasure, innovation, exhaust note, stuff like that. And so guys, starting from the 5th position, I would never expected to say it, but I have included a full electric vehicle. Porsche Italy has kindly lended me a Porsche Taycan Turbo S for a week, and guys, I'm seriously impressed by this car. Prior driving it, I was quite skeptical, but after having covered more than 1000 kilometers, and by the way, in January I'm gonna post the full video review. Now I'm gonna spoiler a bit what I think about it. It's amazing to drive. It truly feels like a Porsche. It's heavy, 2.3 tons, but still around winding roads, my goodness, this car truly flies. And having tested the Turbo S version, we're talking about 761 horsepower and 1050 Newton meters of torque. When you engage launch control, for a moment you're like, ooh, what's going on here? It really takes your breath away. 100 kilometers per hour in 2.8 seconds, 200 kilometers per hour in 9.6 seconds. This car is amazing. For being the first full electric vehicle made by Porsche, I think they have done a remarkable job. Of course, when you think about Porsche, you think about an exciting exhaust note, gears to change. It's different. Love it or hate it, this car made by Porsche, it's truly innovative. Here's why I think it deserves to be in the 5th position. And now guys, let's move to the 4th position with a car that is the total opposite of the Taycan. The Ferrari 430 Scuderia is my favorite modern Ferrari, and being able to spend a day with it around French Riviera, guys, what a day, I will never forget it. Someday I really hope to be able to buy a Scuderia, because it's amazing. When you get behind the wheel, you are wrapped by Alcantara, carbon fiber, it's raw, it's savage, it really feels like a road legal race car. And the car that I got to drive had a full straight pipe sticker exhaust that sounded like this. That's devastante! You can bet that at the end of the day I had a terrible headache, but I was like, okay, but it was worth it, I had good fun with it. This video is not available on this channel. I reviewed this car in Italian for my main channel, but I told you, with a new year I'm confident to provide a lot more content in native English language. You know guys that I'm a freak for the manual transmission, but the F1 transmission of the Scuderia, it's simply perfect. I think it's my all-time favorite F1 transmission because it's fast, yet every upshift provides you a massive kick in the back. It's exciting. When you drive a car like this, the driving experience must be raw and savage. And this car, it's not just beautiful to look at, it has an exciting soundtrack, it's fast, it's amazing to drive. This car was developed with the help and the know-how of Michael Schumacher, which I think is one of the best Formula 1 drivers ever. If you combine all these things, the whole package, how can you not love the 430 Scuderia? Here's why I've decided to put it in the 4th position. And now guys, we are in the podium, in the lowest place, 3rd position. I have decided to include a car that I've tested a week ago, and it's the 550 Barchetta. And also this video has been uploaded in my main channel. I never had a clear idea about the 550 Barchetta because it's not a car that you see very often. People don't really talk that much about it, so I was like, I don't think it's very exciting nor great to drive. But then, when I got behind the wheel of it, I had to change my opinion because it's amazing. If you think about it, Ferrari doesn't make any more cars that combine the open-top driving experience, manual gearbox and natural aspirated V12. There's not many Ferraris able to combine this whole package, and I really had a great time behind the wheel of this car. It's amazing, it's fascinating. Just 448 built, this is a collector's car, and I think with the time the value of this car can only grow, because this is what collectors and fanatics of the driving experience look in a supercar. And of course, being shaped by Pininfarina, how can you not love it? I think it will be quite interesting to test also the 599 SEA Aperta. If they only made it with the manual, then that would have been perfection on wheels. But still, I really did enjoy driving the 550 Barchetta. It's been a very good surprise for me. Here's why it deserves to be in the podium. So guys, we're getting very close to the first position. For the second place, I have decided to include my favorite experience of this year. In the middle of summer, I've received an email from Bugatti, the first one in my life, and they were like, Marco, we would like to invite you to come to South Italy with us to enjoy a couple of cars around the circuit of Nardò. Would you like to come with us? And I was like, hang on, wait a minute. Hell yeah! I spent a couple of days with Bugatti, the shifters driver, Andy Wallace. It was just me and Matt from Car Wow, so you can imagine it was a truly exclusive experience just for us. We got to experience the Chiron Pro Sport and the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. Between the two, I've decided to choose the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. And let me tell you why. I've always been a big fan of Bugatti because I think there's no other companies that manage to create a car that combines reliability, massive power, outstanding performance and daily usability. Yeah, some people might say, yeah, what about Koenigsegg? Sorry guys, Bugatti is one step ahead, especially in terms of reliability. Bugattis are a masterpiece in terms of mechanical components, technology. There's no other cars like that. And being able to spend a day with Bugatti and to chat with Andy Wallace, I got to discover very closely their products and experience them in first hand. And being able to experience the Chiron Super Sport around the oval track of Nardò at full speed, my goodness. This is a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience. 1600 horsepower. The acceleration on this car, it's like no other car. I mean, this car is road legal and the prototype has it plus 490 kilometers per hour. They say that in the right condition, this car can go past 500 kilometers per hour. It's insane. 100 kilometers per hour, it's not that exciting for today's standard, I mean 2.5 seconds, but when you increase the speed, you start to appreciate and realize why Bugatti cars are so incredible. 200 kilometers per hour in 6.5 seconds and 300 in 13.6 seconds. We spent most of the time with the Chiron at 300 kilometers per hour and we're like, we're already at 300. The most incredible thing about this car is the way you feel at such speed, because this car feels literally glued to the road. It gives you an immense sense of safety. And this is not really a factor that many cars can offer at such high speed. Some people are like, yeah, but a 1500 horsepower Supra or GTR can be quicker, but the point is that Bugatti is able to offer this kind of performance anytime, all the time, with the perfect and maximum reliability, and being able to experience it at first hand, it's been amazing. Only when you get inside a Bugatti, you really understand how complicated these cars are. And here's why this car is worth it to be in the second position. And so guys, finally here we are, alongside all the cars that I managed to test drive this year. Now I'm gonna tell you which one deserves to be in the first position. Between the second and first position, we're talking about two completely different cars, two completely driving experiences. I have to say, the Renault 5 Turbo 2, it's been a great, amazing surprise for me. When I was invited to drive it, I was like, 160 horsepower, that's all. But once you step in, turn the engine on and start to drive it, first feeling, you are scared because you immediately feel like that this power with the old style turbo lag and power delivery, you feel like this car is very powerful, it really goes fast. Around the corners, this car is amazing to drive because it has a rear mid-engine, it's light, it's small, it has a rear-wheel drive. So if you manage to drive it fast, it's truly fast. Driving it fast, it's not for everyone because in the middle of the test drive, I was in a straight line and the car started to power slide in a straight line. I wasn't ready for it and I was scared for a moment. Behind the wheel of this car, you have to be very careful all the time. There's no time to relax behind the wheel of this hot hatch, and alongside all the hot hatches I got to drive over the time, this is simply the best one because it truly shows the real essence of the hot hatches. It's mad, it's fast, it's scary to drive. I wasn't expecting any of these things, so this car has surprised me insanely under every single point of view. Here's why I'm telling you that the power is not everything. I mean, in the second position, I've placed a 1600 horsepower Bugatti, and then first position, a Renault that has a tenth of the power. So the power is not everything. The Bugatti is impressive by the speed, the power, and the Renault is impressive because it's a work to keep it on the road. This is what I like about this kind of sports cars. I like cars that not just feel engaging to drive, but also scary. These days, when you get behind the wheel of a brand new Porsche, a brand new Ferrari, a supercar in general, you expect to have an engaging soundtrack, lots of power, performance. But when you get behind the wheel of a 160 horsepower Renault, you're like, okay. But then, once you start to drive it, you truly appreciate it and love it. Here's why I've decided to put this kind of car in the first position. We need more cars like this, actually. And so guys, that was all. Marchettino's car of the year is not a Ferrari, not a Bugatti, not a Lamborghini. It's a Renault. Thank you all guys for the daily support you show on my channel. With a new year, I am confident to provide a lot more content for you guys. It's gonna be a pleasant journey with you. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more. And as always, thanks for watching. Ciao!